Life, what many of us call difficult and uneasy, and obviously we understand that life is just one of those things that you have to go through. You have to understand in each level as to what it is and how it can help us is only by understanding ourselves and understanding who we are in it. Because I believe that there are three levels we must all go through in life in order to really have a complete, fully fulfilled life. And those three levels are: one, we have to learn about ourselves, our identities, our history, heritage, who we are in terms of where we're coming from, the shoulders to which we stand. We need to know those things because those are the legacies we must carry forward. And second, we have to learn about our personal, biological, mental, psychological self. That is the very, if you know nothing else, know that at least. But then once you get to that, you realize that you want, because once again, this is our life journey, learning and understanding how you think, why you think the way you do, your characteristics, and what makes you function well, and what's your worst things or environment or ideas to even get involved in. And then we have to, after that, we have to think about our own legacy. These we never do. We try to work on those two things that I mentioned, and not many either, but at least some of us do. But the legacy part, we never deal with. And this is where a lot of people get stressed. This is a lot where a lot of people lose faith. And this is where a lot of people think life is just difficult and hard and impossible to ever be happy, fulfilled, have joy, and things like that. So we have to look at the legacy, and legacy is not building Trump buildings and things like that, but it's in what do you want to leave behind? What is it that you want people to remember you as or for? What is it that you want your children to have? What is it that you want when somewhere 200 years from now your great-grandchildren read about your book? What is it that you want them to read about? If nothing, there will be nothing. If it's negative, there will be negative. If there's no plan for it, I can guarantee you it will not happen. And so knowing who we are in terms of our ancestry, understanding where we come from and what legacy we must carry forward is one. Two is we have to understand who we are personally, spiritually, physically, morally. And then three, we have to build something that is worthy of our name 200 or whatever years that is from now. And so when you start saying life is hard, it is hard only because you have yet to understand it. And I'm not saying life is not hard for me. Life is hard for everybody because we don't understand it either. I don't understand life. If I understood life, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing now. I'm doing what I'm doing now because I'm working on it. But there are few things that you figure out and you feel like it's important to share with other people. And so to me, this life thing, it's really just to be understood. You come here, you learn, and then you get to the levels where things that you've learned, you must use them. You don't just come here to learn. Everybody learns something to do something with whatever they learn. And so, and this is a process, and some of us are good at it than others. Some of us are still getting a handle of it. Some of us just refuses. Some of us refuses to even accept that life is but a journey of lessons, journey of developments and understanding. And to what level do you stop complaining about life and to actually do something about life? Really work on why You are here. Work on what you are. Understand where you are. To what level? You know? It's that level that you get to, and then you know that there's only one thing left. No matter what you do, there's only one thing left. And that is to understand it. To do what it is that you understand to be done. And to try and serve the world in the ways you are meant to. So, you know, life is not difficult, really. It becomes a challenge. But any challenge, if you look at it, it's difficult. But it's a challenge. It means you go through a challenge because you have to learn something. You don't go through it, you don't learn anything. So if that's what we call difficulties, then life is difficult. But it's a difficulty you should be welcoming and enjoying and embracing. You know, understanding that it is there to help you, to make you get to levels that otherwise you would not get to, simply because there are things you have to know. And the only way to know those things is you're not going to wake up and know those things. You're going to have to do something in order to know. You know, some people learn by reading, some people learn by actually doing some practical things, and some people learn by doing both. In life, you learn by doing both. Reading, hearing stories, watching stuff, but also getting in the game of life and writing your own book of life, your legacy. You can't do that by mistake. You have to learn. You have to know what it is. And to know what it is, you gotta hard work. Hard work. And we gotta do that. Hard work is only the way. I mean, passion is good. Everything else that you're talking about in terms of getting there, purpose, yes, hard work is the key. But hard work alone without understanding what you're doing is not. It's just hard work, right? But to what end? So life becomes that understanding. Getting to know what you represent, your values, your beliefs. This comes from knowing your past legacy, your people that came before you. And then also learning about your true self. This is crucial. And then after you learn about those two, you move on and start doing what you're meant to do. Both for your own selfish reasons, of course, that is important, but also for the person next to you, your neighbor, your friends, your people in your society. This is a responsibility we all have. So we have to get back to that. And if we've never been there, we have to get there. Because this is where we must all get to. This is where we must all get to. So life is good. This is a gift, and everything in it, challenges, struggles, you know, deaths and pain, all those things are gifts for us who survived them. And those who pass, they, I'm sure, have served their purpose. Whatever it is that they came here to do, they did. And I believe that if they didn't, they are still coming back. People come back. I believe in reincarnation. But that's for a different day. What I'm saying is we are here to do something. And each of us have to find out what it is that we're here to do. And once we get it, we just do everything in our lives, Monday to Sunday, 24 hours a day, to understand it, to appreciate it, to implement it, and to do everything in our power that is the only thing we ever put first. And this will, no matter what you say, this, if you're doing something that is within your purpose, it would include everybody around you. Because that's what purpose is. Purpose is not to take you away from the people you love. You might move away from the people you love, but the purpose, the main purpose, is to help them even though they don't get it, they don't understand it. That's not up to you. You do what you're supposed to do. But in the end, everybody you love will benefit. Everybody you love will benefit. So life is good. Life is good. Thank you very much.